Welcome to page 24 of my book. The pencils and inks are already done, so in this video I will be coloring the first panel. As is my process, I like to color the foreground on top of the background colors. So I will have, basically I have two layers, a background color layer and a foreground color layer. And here you can see that I use a lot of the background coming through into the foreground. Not only does it save me a lot of time because I'm not doing flats, I like the way that the background looks as it comes through and affects the foreground. As some of you may have noticed, it's been a while between my last video and this video. I took some time off to go to Japan to visit my daughter. Man, what a wonderful place. If you would like to see a Japan video, let me know in the comments. I definitely recommend everybody go to Japan at least once in their life. It is a great place, and I'm already planning my next visit. I love it there. Like I said, this is page 24 of my book. Originally, this book was scripted out to be 100 pages. So my original plan was to release a 100-page graphic novel. As you know, a traditional floppy comic is around 22 pages. So I'm at page 24, and right after this fight scene, there's a logical place to like break off and print an issue. So I'm going to print an issue number 0 for this book. The plan being to print this issue number 0 to find out if there's any changes I have to make for the printer before I go to 100 pages and then have to change 100 pages. It's better to find out now around page 25, 26 than when I'm 100 pages into the book. Then I'll take issue number 0 and I'll go to some conventions and sell it there and see if how people like it, and if there's any feedback, and if I should change anything, then I'll change it. Also, I need to find out what the age group is for this book, because I could go a couple ways with it. I could go the Game of Thrones route and add nudity and graphic violence, or I could go the Marvel Comics route and keep it like Conan the Barbarian, and keep it like clean, but violent at the same time. It all depends on the age group that I'm looking to target. So you may ask, why not just make a floppy at 20, 25, 26 pages and try to sell it that way? And the answer is it just doesn't make sense fiscally. For instance, if I were to print this book and sell it at a modest cover price, like traditional comics are going for right now, which is about $5.95 USD. If I were to have this fulfilled by Amazon, I would lose 30 cents. If I had it printed in America and fulfilled by Amazon, I would lose 30 cents per book. So it just doesn't make sense to do that. So I might do this though. Instead of doing one 100-page graphic novel, maybe I'll do two 50-page graphic novels. I might be able to do that. I think it depends on how the numbers work out, but I think that a 50-page book that's double the cover price could actually make a profit. And you have to make a profit, otherwise there's just not going to be more of these made. As much as I love doing this, if it's not making money, then I gotta put my efforts somewhere else. So right here, what I'm doing is I'm using what's called a texture. I have these metal textures that I use. you overlay it over top of your colors, and you set the blending mode to overlay. And then underneath you can color it to darken it and lighten it, but it keeps that like metal type of look. It's a really cool technique. And I like to use it anytime I'm close up on any kind of metal metal surfaces. Like here you can see I'm darkening this up right here. And the flats I used some flats underneath so that I could keep this as a selection and easily color this area. So as I finish this up, let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a video of my Japan trip. A lot of interesting stuff in Japan. If you're a fan of comic books like I am, Japan is like the greatest place to visit. There's really a lot of it. Like even in like they have 7-Elevens there. There's 7-Elevens. They have graphic novels in the magazine stands, and it's pretty cool. So let me know. All right. Be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.